Greetings, hunters young and old, will story soon to be told. Although it seems a bit paradoxic, we follow the hunts of Professor Q-Toxic. It's good to see you guys again. And during my last recording session, I learned of a number of problematic issues with my computer. And in doing so, I do not believe we caught the end of my Kestodon hunt. Nor did we even catch the beginning, and the entire footage had to be scrapped. So, we are now hunting a great jaguaress. I'm also deciding that the format of these videos is that I will get in maybe 1 to 2 hunts. 2 is going to be if I'm lucky. And we're only going to show 1 hunt of every individual monster. We may show some special hunts later regarding like combinations of monsters or variants of some form. But right now we need to go carbo load for this hunt against the great jaguaress. An excellent chance for research in the field. Oh, I can almost see it now. The thing is going to be great and mighty, but I'm going to be even mightier. Look at these wonderful cats enjoying their profession. Such a master. Look at his craftsmanship. Look at this piddly meal. I say that because on my personal file I've gotten much farther and gotten the final upgrade. In fact, it feels weird being this weak again. Everything seems to be in order. Let us set out on our first true large hunt. Away!
Let's get to it. You heard the handler. No time to wait.
Welcome back. I'm sorry for that interruption. Some things just can't be helped. But now we actually begin our hunt. I may skip out on a few parts just to make sure that it fits within my 30-minute time frame. Because some hunts can take much longer and some hunts can be much shorter.
Like footprints, for example.
Where can I find these footprints? Where did the last ones lead? The scout flies will show the truth.
You're turning up a lot of clues.
And the more I take up about research about this thing, the closer I get to not only finding it, but knowing about its weaknesses. This is a big mark right here. I don't want to know what I'm scraping up from a skid mark.
Okay.
Well, how do you do there, jaguaress?
Jaguarous enough for the scout flies to lead us to it.
Or we could use our eyes. I've gotten some practice in with a bow on my other file while I was waiting for technical issues to be resolved. So I may be a bit more skilled with this weapon since I originally was going to be. This weapon is also the weapon that was voted on by only a few people, not even in the comments, but a few people who bothered to watch.
You don't want to take hits like that head on.
I wonder if the bow can mount. I'm mounted!
Mounted the monster. Now's your chance to topple it.
Let's see what I can do with this. Come on, you can do better than that, Jaggy. Wait, you're not a Jaggy because that's actually a monster type. Stamina management with the bow is hard. Come on, it's in your eye. Is that a point-blank shot?
Now's your chance to get in there and tear it up.
Time for a grand finale. Even though this is only the beginning. Not much. This is gonna be a tough fight. But I'm up for it. Come on. I intend to get 2 hunts in. Let's see if we can take this thing out pretty darn quick. Stand still. Oh, that was good. That little special arrow can pierce through the toughest of hides of any monster and deals piercing based on the length of time that it is in the monster. So, firing it in lengthwise is always preferable. Where is he going? And why am I not fast enough to catch up? Why is there a vine just hanging out in the middle here? There's the rock that you would use to swing on it. Need more research. I'm almost done with the research. One more thing and I should be good. I wonder if we can knock him into that tree there because that's actually a trap. Oh, we broke something.
That monster's really mad now. Be ready for some vicious attacks.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh, it fell on me. I didn't even notice it would have fallen.
It's trapped in the vines. Now hit it with all you've got.
Come on, I need to get lengthwise. Dragon Piercer arrow. Fire! I think I hit the tree, not the monster. That's like bad. Come on! What else was there to break on it? Probably its claws. Get back up. Only 2 because this thing wasn't lengthwise. If it's lengthwise, I can get 4 hits in from that one arrow. Let's see what pods he dropped for me.
That's a piercing pod, a powerful type of slinger ammo. That's able
The piercing pod's like a miniature version of the Dragon Piercer arrow. A lot weaker, but has the same type of effect.
Now's your chance to deal some serious.
In addition, it's really good for getting a monster's attention to prevent him from leaving.
Look, the monster's almost done for. Chances are it'll retreat.
But I think this one might be scripted for a retreat. Let's see if we can finish off this research first. But it's already close to dead, and we're not even a full 10 minutes in yet. Let's see what we can do. You're not going to eat me a pot and off on my watch. I wonder if there's anything left on the brain. That's adorable. Little Palico wants to be an arrow shooter like me. You got him, Tech. I just realized I've been doing this wrong. I forgot to equip my coating. Any normal bow user watching this is probably upset with me. But I'm still rather new to this weapon, even though I did a little bit of practice. You can't run forever, Jagras. Okay, maybe you can since I have close range coatings on right now. No, I wanted to capture those bats. Stop running from me. Okay, that flash did nothing because, well, he wasn't even looking at me. Full power. Dragon Piercer. Down the middle.
Let's head back and report to the old man.
A perfect ending to a perfect fight. Now let's start carving before the actual Jagras realize I'm here. Oh wait. First let's capture a little flash fly. Oh crud, the Jagras realized. Anything of actual use? A scale, a hide, and another scale. That's not bad. Job well done, Tech. Couldn't have done it without you, I'd say. What are we looking for out here? I think the scout flies know more than we do.
I think we got a lead.
Strange colored feathers. I wonder what they could be from.
Maybe.
A trail.
Let's check it out.
I'm afraid we'll soon find out what they're from. Unsettling what they scout flies found.
Hey.
A beautiful beast. Both beautiful and gruesome at the same time.
There's our mark. Something's got him agitated.
And what would you know?
Look over there.
In my field of expertise.
What in the heck is that? I've never seen anything like it.
You think it's from Zora Magdaros?
I'd like to find out. But we better report back first. All right?
I'll be back to learn more about you, my pretty.
I see.
So you think you found something that'll lead us to Zora Magdaros? Well, I'd send some researchers out right now, but not with that pissed off puke hanging around. The heck is a puke and why does it sound disgusting? Puke territory. I can't speak right. It's my old age. That's pretty deep in the forest. We'll be better equipped to take it on. Once our team from the resource center is done rebuilding the forest camp. Ugh.
Going?
Lunch is taking its toll on me.
Once the camp is set up, you can go after that.
Once camp is set up, we can go. Oh, you're gonna take it
Wonder
from me?
where the resource center is.
Here's your resource center.
Oh, you are too good to me.
When you go to the resource center, you have a chance at talking to one of the three people here: the provisions manager, the technical expert, and the analytics reporter. This lady here is our provisions manager. They serve no different job to the player.
Don't let me down.
They're just there basically for flavor. He wants us to claim some bounties. So why not? Set up a capture bounty, a hunt bounty, a culling bounty, 2 bone pile bounties, and 1 for honey. But in order, there's the provisions manager,
Okay.
the tech chief,
This
and the
expedition's
analytics director.
underway. Meet me at the gate.
The people like this guy who have exclamation marks next to
Good to
them
see you.
have little side quests or little tidbits of valuable resources, I guess you would say,
Good luck.
that may come in handy to you. His typical expertise is capture specialist. We might do 1 or 2 of those later, but because we're focused on the main mission with you guys,
Just by heading out through the gate.
we'll embark on the expedition
And use the
right
compass.
away.
And now, we're in Astera. If you want to go on an expedition, open your world map and choose your destination. For this expedition, we need to head to the ancient forest. We can expand expeditions as we delve further into the new world. Pretty good incentive to explore, right?
Now these expeditions are not like quests. There's no definitive end to them. You can end whenever you feel like, or if you're out there for a specific reason during the main quest, they may give you a mission and tell you that it's a good time to end once you've hunted the monster that it tells you to. We've made it into the hunt. What does she have for us?
Let's look for the
I
campsite.
don't want to crouch.
If I get to the campsite first, or if you're lost, open up your map or use your scout flies to track me. Whenever you leave the
Looks like she was just teaching you about the
go on
barbecue
an
spit.
expedition.
Another thing about expeditions is your supply box is going to always be empty,
Which means you can explore.
as they don't know what to give you for the quest because, well, it's not a quest. Along the way, we may meet some researchers. I may go out of my way to show you them for this first time. They give you small mini-quests and have their own tiny storylines equipped with them. The man over here is the Linean researcher. He focuses on the research of wild palicos called grimalkines. Due to the fact that he does not have a palico of his own, he is unable to actually speak with or get into contact with the grimalkines. That's where we come into play, because we have Tech here. And he's always happy to lend out a fellow researcher. Or lend a hand to a fellow researcher, I should say. There's another Jagras. We're not going to try and get caught up into his, Well, I'll show you the feeding habits of a Jagras and show you it is absolutely disgusting. I mean, unless you're into that kind of thing. Ain't no judging here. This is the Piscine. The word for fish researcher. He's basically a researcher by title alone. He doesn't do anything but fish. But he gives you a bunch of fishing mini side quests that give you materials and such. And so he's worthwhile to check out. And the last one is my ever favorite. She's a while away, but she's the endemic life researcher. Or, more aptly put, the pet researcher. As whenever you capture one of these little beasties, ones that don't actually have an effect on the environment except to look pretty, they're called endemic life. And she will send you on a bunch of quests to capture rare species of them, or a number of them for research. She is by far my favorite because doing her quest I was already hunting for new pets. That's the new creature. Might as well get a few footprints while I can, right? I have a feeling I know what this creature is due to the fact that we're on an expedition, probably to find it. This is the capture specialist, the endemic life researcher. Since this is your first time meeting all of them, they won't give you any side quests. But I'll let you handle that on your own time for all those of you who actually do play the game. This seems to be where our campsite is soon to be. As long as nothing goes wrong. This looks like a suitable place, if not for the creepy chicken thing here. Was spotted, is that bad? Kulu-ya-ku. Don't worry, it's more scared of us than we are of it. That does not mean it will not retaliate if we do not strike first. What do you say?
Well,
Want to strike first?
take care of that pest. The camp won't last the night.
Oh yeah.
We could hunt this right now. I'm not sure we'll finish it. Ah, what the heck. It's just a kulu-ya-ku.
Base from an expedition.
But where did it go?
Wildlife map, and switch to the world map. Then select Astera.
No way, man. I'm hunting right now. I see it on my screen, so I'm gonna go for it. This is an ample time to show you that the environment can be a good help to you.
You can use this.
Those little things that I just hit with my slinger are called poison cups. They drench the area in a vile poison that is bound to get past any poison defenses a monster or a hunter might have. As you can see by the fact that Tech is also currently poisoned. But Tech lured him into the poison cup, the toxic zone. Now so is he. Good work, Tech. Always a bright thinker you are, and taking one for the team, just brilliant.
Okay, now's your chance.
This is why you're my pal.
Get noticed again.
You're right. Time for full power. 4 hits and 2 good ones. Come on, kulu-ya-ku. I'm not using my coatings again. Didn't actually expect to be out on the hunt doing this. Even though I've beaten this far in the game. Much farther in the game. It's hard to remember all the lowering ins and outs. This thing, as I said before in character, is a coward. It'll typically run from you unless it is cornered. I didn't want to pick up feathers. While they're good for research, I'm kind of on a time limit now. Grimalkon traces nearby. The Grimalkons for the longest time confused me because I didn't understand how they work. I wonder if I can get him to drop it if I can paralyze him. Here's another instance of using the environment to your advantage. That frog is a paratone.
Wait for it to
Para stands for paralysis.
have a choice. Look out! Your health is low. Keep your distance and use a potion.
My health is low, but I'm not going to get a better opportunity. Okay. Oh, my Palico handled my health problems. This is why I think the Vigor Wasp is the best Palico gadget you can get. You can get other Palico gadgets by completing Grimalkon quests. But I don't think any are as useful as the Vigor Wasp. Maybe the Thunderbug cage, but not very much. You know, I've never actually seen him throw the stone. It might just be because I'm using a long-range weapon. I need to get my stamina back. No, it's running away. That's the only reason I would sheathe my weapon. When you're in combat, your weapon will never sheath itself. But if you ever get out of combat, your character will, voluntarily sheathe their weapon. I see some Kestodons in the background, but those aren't our current targets. I was hoping to mount with that. I'm gonna get motion sick from using a bow. Joke's on you, with the piercing ammo I can pierce right through that rock of yours, causing you to drop it whenever you go into your defensive stance. What did I break beyond his crest? Because I thought I broke his crest earlier. Alright then, we mounted. Now I'm just going to keep stabbing him in the back right now. Whenever you see that red vignette around the screen, you have 2 options. You can either hold your equivalent to the right trigger and hold on tight, hoping not to get bucked off, or you can switch to another part of the body and use up a definitive amount of stamina, but be able to attack while they're going wild. We can get this hunt finished. All we have to do is get him within range. Just gonna be throwing red pits at him, even though I could be firing my bow. Come on. We got this. We need a 2 for 1. 2 monsters, 1 episode. You get back here. Why is he moving with such alacrity now? Word of the day, alacrity. Look it up. See if I'm using it right. If I'm not, call me out on it. Or don't. You could be nice, too. Don't you jump. My aim has gotten much worse. This is why I stopped playing Widowmaker in Overwatch. Well, that and, well, every time I pick Widowmaker, I would immediately get counter-loaded. I need him to assume the defensive stance so that I can use the Dragon Piercer on it.
This is interesting.
Or I could just slay the thing.
The resource center when we get back.
Nice job hunting the kulu-ya-ku.
A great victory.
From the world map so we can go home.
We'll go home soon. Don't worry about it. We got ourselves a beak, a hide. What monster? Oh, crud. That, friends, is for another hunt. For now, it's just time to run. Need to make sure we can get to a safe location so that I can abscond from the ancient forest. But I think it is following us. This is quite terrifying. I wonder if we can get a reenactment of the opening scene. Because we're actually near the Astarian border. This will show you another little interesting part about the maps. Huh. Doodles. You need to collect enough of these in order to get the Grimmelkinds to appear on the map. That's what I was mentioning earlier. I think I was mentioning it. But this place may look familiar because this is where we first saw the Anjanath fighting the Great Jagras. A complete expedition is a happy expedition.
Magnifique.
The campsite is safe.
Don't let me down.
So now we're going to try and build up a new campsite there.
I have some.
What this new campsite actually means is that when we go out and do a quest, we are now allowed to choose our spawn point between the initial spawn
Come
point,
back soon.
that place that we've been spawning every time thus far, and that new campsite we set up. If we can manage to learn more about the monsters and learn where their typical starting point is, it could give us a great advantage at getting quests done quicker. For now, I think it seems like a good a time as any to wrap up the episode. So, I guess I'll see you guys next time. I don't know when that'll be due to the fact of technical issues being inconsistent. But leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you wanna. I promise I will make more. I just can't guarantee when it'll be. So, for now, this is Professor ProfToxic signing off. Have a nice day, everyone.